Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just dropped everything at that same moment. I need my pen. Vatsim have decided to come online. But good evening everyone, how are you? Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you've all had a good day. Welcome to another flight here at Simply Connect Virtual Airlines. We haven't done a flight now in about 3 weeks. I've had some things come up. I had to move some things around. So yeah, a bit rusty. I think everyone's a bit rusty. And there's nothing better than being rusty and flying a plane that we've never flown before, because the combination usually ends up in crash landing in the ocean somewhere. But hopefully not today. So today we're going to be checking out the new Aerosoft A330. Now, big thank you to Aerosoft for sending me a key. I've heard very terrible things about this plane. I don't think any streamer's been particularly kind. We'll see. We'll see what we think. Like I said, I don't worry about too many in-depth things. I know there's some things that are inoperative. For a product that was supposed to come out a long time ago and it being delayed and delayed and delayed, it seems like they've just rushed it out now because 2024 is coming out. But again, like I said, we'll have a good look at the plane and we'll see what we think together. I don't know if any of you guys have bought this plane yet. Maybe you guys can tell me some of the things that are not going to work now. That would be great. I tried not to watch too many streams because I didn't want to be too biased. If I see things and there's already problems, I'd talk about them. So I just seen that nobody's happy as such. But good evening to everyone that's here so far. Here we got Grimble, good evening. Scott, good evening. Laser Jordan, good evening. Secluded Games, Zoe, good evening. Scott's flying with us tonight. Yep. Angel Horror, good evening. Count Davies, Jamesy, you on time? Nope, that's good. Scott Watson, good evening. Good evening. So tonight we're flying online on the Virtual Airlines. We do have Count, myself. What's Count flying? He's in the 737. Scott, you're in the 777, I believe. Yeah, flying again. I'm flying a plane that I've never flown before, so the chances are it is gonna end up in the sea. I'm pretty sure about that one. But yeah, Addy, good evening. How are you? So American Airlines is doomed. Well, basically, because this plane has only just come out, I haven't been able to do the delivery for the virtual airlines. So that's why we are in America. We don't fly in America very often, but we are currently at KCLE, which is Cleveland International. We're going over to Corf, over in Norfolk. I don't think I've ever flown into Norfolk either. So it'll be quite good. We do have online Vatsim. They've just come alive. I didn't actually plan them to be online, but, you know, that's what they are. Hey, TSC, good evening. Well, I've seen the aircraft goes off the flight plan when turning and it can't... Ah, friggin' hell, we're gonna die. Well, if everyone comes back in about an hour and a half's time, you'll be seeing what we might get of a landing. Not going to be too certain we're going to get much of one. Now, I must admit, looking at the aircraft itself, I mean, look, the A330, it's just it's a bigger Airbus of the A220, of the A320, the 319, A321 series. It's the longer haul variant. I actually think externally the plane, the details aren't too bad. To be honest with you, what I've seen so far, everything kind of looks okay. But I find with Microsoft Flight Simulator, just everything looks kind of nice. It doesn't matter how they fly; they just all kind of look pretty good. The PBR texturing and stuff, and the reflection is always pretty nice. But I do have my first issue. My first issue is when I go inside, is half the screens are on with no battery power. Like, I don't understand this. I've got no power to the aircraft, but we have things turned on. Now, I tried to look in here, but I couldn't see anything that changes the state of the aircraft. I've just calibrated it to the... And the other thing that's really annoying, actually, for Aerosoft is that the Thrustmaster A320... the kit that I'm using the throttle quadrant and the throttles. They don't automatically calibrate. You have to change all your settings, all the axes. Even the axes of my actual flight controller, the ones that most of the aircraft use, is actually a different one. Which was really, really odd. Even if you go into the aircraft here, we don't have much customization here. Just there's the sync. We got the fast alignment time, which I'm okay with, and this stuff. There's nothing to actually have a cold and dark. I'm already a little bit confused. I went into general. We've got the sim brief. We can put a wallpaper here for whatever reason. That's pointless, but we can do that. The virtual keyboard is on, but there's nothing else in the settings. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually like the EFB. The EFB on its own is pretty nice. Here's Cleveland International. This is where we're going. This is where we are. This is our charts. I'm currently sitting over here somewhere. I hate when you can't zoom in. No, I'm not. I'm parked over here for some reason. Restricted to aircraft less than 24 meters wingspan. That's pad 2. Well, I'm over here because Scott Watson was over here, so I went with him. Hey, Josh, Infinite Flight A330 looks nice in this. We don't know yet. We're going to see. The Tolus A330 Neo looks well, look, Tolus is a whole different kettle of fish. We know that the Tolus is, they do a very, very good job. And I probably will look at that next week. It comes out on the 19th, so what is it, 4 days? So yeah, maybe next week we'll look at the Tolus A330, because X-Plane's been missing a good A330 for many years. All we've had was that shitty... oh, who was that developer? I can't even think. He did the A340 as well. Jar Design, absolute crap. But look, the EFB itself... I quite like. Look, you can change things here. I can't really get. We could put refueling here, I suppose. The GPU would be pretty handy. Let's have a look at what these things actually look like, shall we? Are they going to drive up? Is that what's happening here? Oh yeah, look, they're just arriving. Can we put stairs? Jetway. Packs and packs, but we can't put stairs. Interesting. Here they all come. They're all going to try and squish in around here now. Jar Design was good for X-Plane 10. And then when was that? Like 2005? I think that was the biggest issue. No? Hey Regan, good evening. But anyways, look, Aerosoft when it comes to their planes, they've not been amazing either. The CRJ was okay. But I do think they released this because we know that Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is coming out next month, and I think it's either one, a cash grab in the terms of get this out now so they can make us pay for an upgrade for 2024, because if they don't get this out now, they'll have to convert this to 2024, and then all their work has just been left behind. And I think maybe that's some of the thinking behind this, which I think is an issue. And if that is the truth, well, it's a bit of a scam really, isn't it? But look, it is what it is. It's here. We'll have a look. we keep going through this. So yeah, there's nothing else really here, but the FB is quite nice. I do like the layout. Here you go. We've got Cleveland, Hopkins International. We're going to Norfolk. For some reason it's saying I'm only going to flight level 180. That can't be fucking right, no. No, we're going up to 39,000 feet. Okay, well that's interesting. Where we are... Alright. I think everything else is okay. Cost index is 27. That looks about right. Everything else kind of looks okay there. So look, we'll leave that as is for the moment. I do like this map here. This is pretty cool. And actually, it's going to be a moving map. So you can see where we currently are. 26 left is in operation. I think this is 26 left. We'll find out. We'll turn on to the live network in a second. Okay, so I put the GPU onto the aircraft. I still... Oh, okay. Apparently it's just turned on external power by itself. Okay. So the plane's just powered itself up. I don't know. Whatever. Remember the P3D version when you had the co-pilot making noises? I think this has weird callouts too, no? 537,000. We're gonna rebel it. I'm not too sure the American laws where the transitions are. We don't fly in America enough. I think it's a big problem. Anyways, look, we'll carry on. For whatever reason, this is now just on. So I now haven't actually set pre-cameras up, which might be a bit of a freaking problem here now. Okay. But look, let's turn on the battery. We may as well at this stage. Oh no, we just turned them off. Okay, so they're already on. Alright, that's fine. External power is on. So that's fine. We're going to turn on all the fuel pumps for left engine, right engine. They can be fine. We're going to go down here. We'll throw the beacon on. We can leave everything else as is for the moment. Seatbelt signs can go to the on position. Ice standby compass. We can put that on as well. Don't remember seeing that before. Emergency lighting. I think is already armed. Is that inoperable? Oh no. It's just a weird angle that we're standing at here. Okay, crew supply can go to the on position as well. And what we'll do then is fire on the master APU switch. We'll go back down below here. Everything's already aligned. We'll see how we go from this. Harold, I mean, the outside looks okay, and so did the CRJ, but both are lacking in some areas. Yeah, I think the CRJ was easier to get away with than a jet like this, though. I actually don't mind the CRJ. I find it very nice to fly. What is the price of this? Actually, that could be a big factor. Would I buy this? Current price is $36. I mean, so it's not an awful price. But when you think about that A330 that I flew last week, you could get that for 18 euros. And that has better systems than this. So this is where the toss-up is, isn't it? It's a bit messed up. Oh, you mean it could hear him rustling papers. Yeah, I haven't had that plane in a long time now, though. Alright, so look, we've got the basics kind of set up here. We're going to align the ideas, which are already aligned. I don't even know if they're operable or not, but we'll just have to assume yes. Right, okay, let's go down below here then. Let's see if we can find which camera is doing this. Okay, so we're going to go to FM1. Software. What do we need to load software for? We shouldn't need to, right? Let's go to the init page. Let's do an init request. Does this pick it in from SimBrief? Yeah, okay. Pax numbers for today then, so I don't have to do as much of this. 244 today. Cost index of 27, I said, didn't I? Yep. 27, that's our cost index. We're going to be cruising at 39,000 feet. There you go. That should be the basics of that in. Now, zero fuel weights. You're going to force me to do this. Right, okay, so block fuel today. Actually, I don't even know how to load the fuel in this yet. I'm assuming I'll have to do it via the simulator. What is the fuel? 13.4. Right, how much fuel's actually in this aircraft? 11,000. Right, so does anyone know, does this plane fuel via the EFB or refueling? Okay, refueling is not doing anything, alright? So I'm probably going to have to do my weights and balances from up here. Where's my overall fuel? What is the overall? Why can't we just have overall here? What's that? Nearly 5,000, so that's nearly 10,000. Oh, here it is. Fuel allowed, okay. Is this even going up? Excuse me, why are we not changing? What the f is going on here? Why is it not letting me change the fuel? I'm scared to press load state because I don't know what it's even going to do. Oh no. Oh, that's how we do the states. Okay, that's good. We know how to do that now. Jahid, good evening. System depth has been Aerosoft's Achilles heel for some time now. I think that's their main Achilles heel in every game they do. Aerosoft has this way of just doing things, don't they? Why can't I refuel my plane? Thank you. I mean, 11,000 kilos. Do you think we would have enough? Shall we risk it? Shall we risk it all for a chocolate biscuit? I'm supposed to only burn about 6,000 kilos, so you know what? We're just gonna risk it. Frig it. I don't know why it's not letting me take the fuel. Which also means all my zero fuel weights and everything are gonna be messed up here. Oh, I can change the payload. Why can't I do this? What the frig are we waiting for? Anyone know? Anyone? Anyone? Every flight sim had a fuel menu. Never used it. Yeah, well... oh, hang on. Maybe this is where we're doing the fueling. Oh, no shit. Look, I get it. Okay, so it's actually loaded in from SimBrief. Fucking donut. Okay, so SimBrief has already got what I need here. We've got 1 minute of fuel, 33 seconds for boarding. That is fine. Okay, so look, I need to get onto the radio here. We do have ground who is live, and that is 121.700. Scott, have you already got clearance? No, I mean, you could probably hear me rustling paper now too. Right. ATIS is at 127.850, that's fine. 121.7. There you go. Yeah, copy 5x5. Zero fuel weight. So estimated zero fuel weight today is 152. 152 decimal 6.
Copy 5x5.
5x5.
Last station almost unreadable. Say again.
He's Scottish. That's why you can't hear him. He's too busy licking his microphone. I don't actually know what my zero fuel... I don't know what my center of gravity is. There's no way to find out, is there? We put 28. We should be okay. Friggin' hell, we're out of range.
Easy 155, radio check.
Easy 155, that's a bit better now, thank you.
EasyJet in friggin' America. What the hell's going on?
Cleveland ground, Delta 15 requesting taxi.
Delta 15, squawk mode Charlie.
Walk mode Charlie. Apologies if the Vatsim is loud as well, I can't really control that. Alright, shall we see how our flight plan is looking then? If we go back to the unit page then, we should request our winds. Nope, not implemented, so wind data isn't available on this. Okay. Flight plan then.
Cleveland ground, is that squawking Charlie, Delta 15?
Delta 15, it was set for just a moment and then it seems to have flicked back off.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not sticking to mode Charlie. It should keep flashing off.
Oh, is that you, Jamesy?
If you're having issues, you can just click mode C in your pilot client.
Oh, in your pilot client.
Yeah, if I click mode C on the client and it's doing the exact same thing, it just flashes and then comes off again.
Friggin'
If
hates
you're
you.
flying an A320, check. Altitude reporting is set to on and the transponder is set to TA/RA.
There we go, is that working, Delta 15?
Delta 15, much better, thank you. Runway 24 left, taxi via Juliet 6, Lima.
Taxiing to runway 24 left via Juliet 6 and Lima, Delta 15.
Okay, just, okay, so the APU has come available. I'm going to throw on the APU bleed here. So we can come off the powers in a second once I finish dealing with this person. Good evening, Cleveland ground, 77742 with you requesting IFR clearance to Norfolk. Information Charlie, stand 1 in an A330.
Sierra India Tango 7742, confirm your call sign.
Simply, it's a Virtual Airlines.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Could you just...
Simply. S-I-M-P-L-E-Y. I can't even know.
Simply, sorry. Simply 7742. Unfortunately, I've got no flight plan for you. Please check and refile.
Okay, no worries. I'll reset it. No worries. Again, why's my flight plan not filed?
Yeah, Cleveland ground, requesting IFR to Norfolk. With information, Charlie, travel 7, heavy,
Easy 155, Cleveland ground, you are cleared to Norfolk, Kids 1 departure, Newsom transition, then filed. Climb via SID, departures are offline, squawk 2103.
That's actually Scott Watson that you're listening to.
Sorry, what was the departure again, Easy 155?
I tell you, it's the Scottish accent.
Kids 1, Kilo, India, Delta, Sierra 1, departure will be Newsom, November, Uniform, Sierra, Mike, transition.
He hasn't got a clue. Poor Scott, the Newsom.
Roger, so departure on Kilo, Indigo. Paul Scott. November, Uniform,
Jesus, Scott, what are you doing?
Easy 155, you appear to have a bit of an echo on your mic, but just confirm squawk 2103.
I can't
Squawking
get...
2103, Easy 155.
Easy 155, thank you, read back correct.
Oh, Jesus. Cleveland Ground, 77742, request IFR clearance to Norfolk. It was Information Charlie, I don't know if that's changed at stand 1 in an Airbus A330.
Simply 7742, got your flight plan now. Break, Delta 15 Cleveland Tower is unfortunately offline.
Roll feedback.
Frequency change to advisory 124.5 is approved. Enjoy flight to Norfolk.
Going over 124.5 down to 15. Thanks for great ATC. Bye bye.
James, have you already left?
Goodbye, break.
Microsoft Flight Simulator just fucking crashed. I blame Scott's microphone for the crash. Actually, it was V-Pilot that crashed. Jesus Christ. We'll keep on going. Game crash. Yeah, what a pig. Scott, you broke Vatsim. I think it was the Vatsim that crashed the game. I'm having a bad day, eh? I'm having a bad day. I'm assuming you guys want me to do this flight, right? You don't want me to just end the stream. Do you actually want to see this flight? Fly away. I don't know if I'm gonna have problems. I don't know where the problem came from. Good news is we know what we're doing now. What's in Norfolk? Is there anything good in Norfolk? I just saw that we're landing near the water. It just looked nice, so that's why we picked it. The music. Right. Good news is we're loading in. You woke up from the nap. I could do with a nap. I'm pretty damn tired this week. What's going on with me? Feeling my age. I should have brought up the logs before I loaded back in just to see what crashed the game. I wonder if it was the Airbus. Or was it just Scott Watson's really, really bad microphone on Vatsim? I think it was the mic too. I'm pretty sure it was Scott. Those guys are all going to be taking off miles ahead of me now. Yeah, it was pretty loud. It can't be Aerosoft's fault. It wouldn't be the case, would it? Right, we can rush into it now though. We know what we're doing, so we should be up and going in 5 minutes. Luckily, I picked quite a short flight, just for the in case, you know. Come on. Write a nasty email to Aerosoft. How dare you break my game? Alright, let's go, go, go! Where are we flying from? We're flying where Gecko is. Here we go. That's all we need. Set as my departure. That should be all good. My intro music. Bum 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 bum. I don't think that A380 is coming out before 2024's release. I reckon we might get it as like their first plane into. Yeah, they use 122.8 for Unicom as well. Yeah, they should have told you as you disconnect. Yeah, I think it would be that kind of first, but I think we'll get it this Christmas. I think if the game comes out, I think we'll see it early December. Like, you know, where they got their A32NX out as their first plane for this game. I think that the A380 will come. It still wouldn't surprise me if it goes payware, though. This is the scary thing now. It's like a lot of the developers. It was like X-Plane. Now, X-Plane, a lot of people did push over their planes for free, but a few of them did say, "Oh, yeah, you need to pay a tenner for us to upgrade it." I think we're going to get a lot of that stuff with this game. It's why I haven't brought the A319 Phoenix or the A321 Phoenix, because I'm just pretty certain that I'm going to have to pay for an upgrade, so I'll just wait for the upgrade and possibly pay that. Hey, Callum, thanks for subscribing, mate. Much appreciated. Tell me to change frequency to like advisory 124.5. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it's something else for America. Maybe they did change. Nah, I don't think. I think it. I think this sim's gonna be made redundant from next month. I don't think the. I think you'll see it on 2024 first. I think. And then I think you might get it afterwards for this. Or maybe they'll drop it for both at the same time. But I think we might get it by Christmas, maybe. I think it's been ready for a long time, but I think when Microsoft early in the year announced that they were going to do 2024, I think a lot of developers kind of held back and decided that they were going to wait because all the coding and the flight dynamic stuff and is all changed for the next one. You know, finally, let's go. Right, let's just see, make sure my controller's still working. Yeah, that's good. Good. Okay, we go up above. It looks like we start with batteries on. So odd. Okay, let's get the GPU on. I'm not going to worry about any of this other stuff. Let's get the fueling going. Let's get our Simbury fetched. Let's get our charts for KCLE. Alright, we'll worry about that in a minute. And our departure should be the kids. The kids one RNAV departure. There you go, keep that there as well. We're fueling. Alright, let's throw on the external power, which was already on. My bad. Beacon lights at auto, seatbelt signs on, arm the emergency lighting, crew supply on. We're going to turn on our fuel pumps. The ADIRS is already aligned on this aircraft for whatever reason. Again, that's fine. Master APU switch on, starter switch on. APU should come alive now in a second. Once they come alive, FMS 1. We'll go to the init page. We're going to request our init. This is so brutal. No time to refuel. That's it. No, we've got plenty of time. All right. I think they've gone offline. No, they're still online. Information is Charlie 121. Decimal 7. Just changing on my radio panel here. Speed things up. Shit. Okay, PAX numbers was something like 244 if I remember. Cost index was 27. Flying at 390. We can't get the wind. Wind is not a thing in this game. Not in this game, but in this this situation. Simbury fuel was 13.4. And zero fuel weight, we had 152.6. 152.6. I don't know what my CNG is, but we'll go for an average of 28. We should be okay with that. Famous last words, right? Good evening, Cleveland Ground. Simply 7742. Sorry, my game crashed. With you, looking for IFR clearance to Norfolk. Information Charlie, stand 1, A330.
7742, no worries, you're clear to Norfolk. Kids 1 departure, Newsom transition, then is filed. Climb by SID, departure offline, squawk 0534.
Cleared to Norfolk via the Kids 1 departure, via the Newsom SID. Squawking 0534, 77742.
7742, read back correct.
0534. Okay, so we're here, we're departing.
Cleveland Ground, good evening. United 1673, vacate is runway 06 right.
United 1673, Cleveland Ground, hello. Taxi to parking via Lima, Juliet, 5, Juliet. And in future, the landing runway is 24 right if you check the ATIS.
Man, this kid is the boss.
Taxi to gate via Lima, Juliet 5 and Juliet 4, United 1673, thank you.
What am I doing? I have freaking absolute no idea what I'm at. What am I at? Alright, we better sort out our squawk. Let's get the flaps out of the way for a second so I can actually see what we're doing. I'm going to turn you to the on position, squawking. Oh, 0534. 0534. We'll turn on the TIRA. That's fine, we'll put the flaps back.
Cleveland Ground, I'm ready for taxi. Easy 155.
He's ready for taxi.
155 Cleveland Ground, runway 24 left, taxi via hotel. For now, taxi via hotel, hold short Juliet.
Plug my headset in, stop the
Taxi
warning.
via hotel, hold short Juliet. Easy 155.
Look how much nicer that is, Scott. Even I could hear you. Alright, this is where I'm going to need my airport code here. Because I have no idea where we are. We're currently here. Jesus Christ, we're going to have some. We're going to 24 left. Alright, might not be too bad. Ready for taxi! Cleveland Ground, 7742, ready for push and start?
7742 for now, hold position.
Oh yeah, hold position, 7742. I forgot Scott. Scott's in this plane here, look. There's Scott. Okay, well anyways, I'm probably not ready for it anyways. All the powers are B to be on. Go up above very quickly. APU bleed can go to the on position. We're going to throw off the external powers. The beacon is already on. What the hell's here? Nothing. We're going to have to use the pushback from here because I have no idea if my other pushback's going to work. Shall we see?
Easy 155, you continue taxi via Juliet 6 Lima.
Roger, I continue taxi, Juliet Lima, easy 155.
Simply 7740, push and start approved facing north, thank you.
Push and start approved facing north, 7742. I have no idea if this pushback's going to work. Right, let's get rid of the cones, get rid of the chocks. Everything else is gone. We're fueled up. We're ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah, it's slow at lifting the plane up, isn't it? I have a feeling this pushback tug's not going to work. Whoa! We have movement. Let's fire up engine number 2. Hey, Keith's Teeth, how's the ATC working? Is it recorded audio? No, we're on a live Vatsim network, which is a live network for pilots and gamers. So basically there is somebody here. They're not always online, they can be in different locations. You kind of have to kind of go with it, but this is an online virtual network called Vatsim.
Easy 155 Cleveland Tower is offline. Frequency change to advisory 124.5 is approved. Have a nice flight.
Roger, switching to 124.5, easy 155. Thanks, bye.
Yeah. Simply 7742, I'm about to go now, so your taxi instruction will be runway 24 via Juliet 6 and Lima.
Yeah, no worries. Taxiing via Juliet 6 and Lima, simply 7742.
And all stations, Cleveland ground is now closing. Monitor advisory 124.5, good night.
124.5, 124.5, okay, that must be an American thing. 124.5, engines are turning on. Right, it did work. We'll have to take it. Okay, both engines have started. No, apparently not yet. Jumped the gun a little bit there. Right, wing lights can go on, navigation lights can go to the on position. Both engines are now available. Shane, did I crash? No, the game crashed. Not much difference in it, really, let's be honest. No, we just got our clearance to taxi, so all is good. I'm going to get rid of you. Just quick check, make sure my flight controls are actually bloody working. Oh, it's a very slow reaction. Jesus, what's going on there? Okay, flight controls are good. We've already got engines there, so maybe we put the bleeders here or something. That'll do for now. I didn't even check my flight plan. We're literally just going to take off and go for it. Okay, so APU bleed can go to the off position. Must switch to the off position. Runway turning lights on. Taxi lights to the on position. Everything else good. Good, good, good.
Cleveland traffic, line up, runway 24 left, easy 155.
You're in the wrong country, EasyJet there. Cleveland traffic, 77742, taxiing to runway 24 left via Juliet 6 and Lima. Absolutely no idea where we're going. So, we're currently sitting here.
Yeah, global.
It's the future.
Where the frig is Juliet 6? Oh. Oh. Going around the concourse. I must be here. I must be at the cargo bay. I thought I was at the other place. We obviously aren't. Okay, that's good. Good to go. Parking brake is not working on my throttle quadrant. That's good. Flap set to 1. Parking brake to the off position. Let's taxi. Taxi! I take the US Unicom is called advisory and it's 124.5. Yeah. It must be. Like I said, we don't fly in America very often, so I friggin' never know either. Okay, so that must be Juliet. EasyJet Global with the 777. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess up, that one, isn't it? Hey Paddy, anyways, what are you up to tonight?
Yeah, taking off, runway 24 left, easy 155.
Yeah, real time weather's on currently. Yeah. So there you go, guys. You can see Scott Watson taking off now. There he is. EasyJet Global in America. Freaking donut. There he is. I hope this thing follows the flight plan. Hey, Roosy, good evening. How are you, mate? How are things? Do you reckon the US Vatsim is more friendly? No, they're busier. And some of their airports are mega busy. Europe is nice with the small airports. Yeah, he's gone. Maybe we should... Let's put the power down a little bit here now. So we're going via Juliet. Coming off at Juliet 6. What's up here? Juliet still. Got the friggin' runway there? I can't even see where the runway is. Cleveland traffic 77742. Let's line up on runway 24 3 left. I think it's 2-4 left. I just realised the decimal point.
2-4 left.
The decimal point I use for Vatsim is actually making my aircraft brake. Oh yeah, that's a huge problem. Okay, we're going to be turning and burning here, so let's just get all our lights set up. Runway lights off, landing lights on, off to take off. Strobe light now to automatic, lights are good. We're going to just set max auto brake to set, spoilers, and try not to crash the plane. Here we go. Now, I didn't set, because we're rushing, I actually didn't set any manual speeds. So, we don't actually have a flex. Okay, 140, we should be able to rotate now. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Oh, Jesus, the weather just changed, didn't it? Jesus, this thing picks up some speed, doesn't it?
Don't think. Don't think.
Okay, we'll throw on the APT. Clean up the aircraft a little bit here.
In Cleveland traffic, climbing to flight level 310, using 155.
Okay, we're going to put on the standard pressures. I actually completely forgot to fill out a whole page of the flight plan that we were rushing. I actually forgot to do the performance page completely. But we will do it for the arrival. We'll look at that once we get up in the air. As long as this thing actually follows what it's supposed to follow. What kind of showcase cameras did we get with this bad boy? I haven't set up any of my own cameras yet. Bit shocking, isn't it, really? We'll have to let it be. Starting to understand. Yeah, look, some of those airports, especially in America, the taxis can be very complicated. They crashed because of Scott. We're blaming Scott. Alright, let's just see what the hell's it doing here. Okay, icing has been detected. Okay, anti-ice on the engines, wings, and window probe heat we're going to throw to the on position just in case. Yeah, LAX is damn busy. I think there's just a lot of flawed systems in it. I just don't think it's up to scratch. I think is the biggest issue. I mean, this is the first time I've ever flown it. Like, everybody wants high depth fidelity and stuff, you know, it's just Oh, you can calculate the takeoff performance and stuff. Ah, so it does have something. Okay, so I missed that before. So once it's fueled and stuff, it gives you the... Hey, I actually really like this EFB, now that I know how to use it. I might fly this plane again next week, if all things go well. But here we go, this is where we could have got our CNG. Now I put 28, we're currently at 26.7, so I would be somewhere up here. That would be completely fine. We're within our weights anyways. I really like the EFB. That's probably like one of the only things we do really like. Okay, we're above 10,000 feet now, so landing lights to the off position. If you can get them to go all the way down. All the other lights are fine, everything else is good. We should be out of the anti-ice issues now, so we should be okay to take off the anti-ice. We're above the clouds. Still climbing up. Now, this could be an issue. Can you see here? 7,000, 9,000. These are restrictions. So we've gone way too high. I would buy the A220 over this, for sure. I love that A220. I think that's a friggin' great little machine. Now, because the game crashed, I did rush, so I have missed loads of steps out here. So that doesn't help. Right, anyways, let's do our landing. So the arrival, we should be arriving into runway 23, ILS 23. There we go. We'll take that. Taking the Turks 2 transition. Insert U. Do we have any discons? We do. Don't forget, we're not flying Boeing. We're flying Airbus. Okay, we're going to go to the performance page here as well. And we need to get some bits and pieces here, don't we? The A220 for 15 quid, brilliant plane. Because Vatsim doesn't understand Scott. To be fair, Scott, your microphone was so bad. I was struggling to even hear what the hell you were saying, in all honesty. Meter. Hang on, I'm just trying to get the weather data. We're currently going to Corf. What the frig is wrong with this app? Okay, so current meter data, VFR rules apply, so that means clouds are above 10,000 feet. Lovely jubbly, visibility is good. There is... everything's looking really good. Winds are 300 at 4 knots. At 0.4. No clouds. Altimeter will be 29.93. Now you gotta remember they use a different scale to what we use here in Europe. We're looking at temperature on the ground at 17 degrees. Bloody warm over there compared to here. Radio is not a big deal. Borrow, we can just put 50 in there, that'll be fine. Alright, flight plan is back to active. We can get out of this seat. We are following our flight plan. We are moving. We are flying. We're heading up to 390. It's going to take a little bit of time. We can throw this out a little bit here now. That kid on the ground control sounded British to me. I don't know. I thought it was kind of I thought it was a female actually, but I don't know. Maybe it was just a young kid. Hey, they were doing well though. They're very good with the alphabet and stuff. Better than me. Better than me, baby. Anyways, guys, what we're going to talk about this week? How are we going to offend people this week? What is the topic of us? All right, let's move this camera out into some sort of showcase, I suppose. We can enjoy the flight of a bit of peace. I don't think there's any more Vatsim online as we go through. I didn't actually check, to be honest. I think that side of the world is just waking up now. Oh, holy Jesus Christ. No. There's nothing going into Corf at the moment. And we are just leaving Cleveland now. I can see myself, Symphony 7742. We got the EasyJet above me. Where's Jamesy? Jamesy, where are you? Are you friggin' all the way there now, or what? Will James. Jesus Christ, James, are you already there? Need to divert. Rowdy passenger on board. Name Trump. Hey. I'd say you get more rowdiness from the Kamala than you would the Trump campaign. I'll be honest, if I was an American right now, I'd pray for you. You can't tell me, your hand on your heart, that you would vote for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump right now. Really? Are we going to go into this American debate? Am I going to have to do a late night stream for the American debate for the election night in November? Should we do like an all-nighter, just talking politics? I wonder how many people I'd piss off in a few hours. I'm sorry, I couldn't imagine anyone voting for her. Anyways, look at you Brits. Keir Starmer. Oh, he's going to be the hero, the saviour, better than the Tories. That guy's gone back on everything. You guys have gone back. He's gone back on everything. He's even putting your national insurance up. He even promised you on that one too. The poor grannies there, not getting their heating bills. I think they should have a vote for well, they do actually have independents, but the independents, they kind of stack up. They'll pick a side. I'm sorry. I would take Trump over Kamala Harris any day of the week. Personal opinion. I just think she offers nothing. She is literally just like, she's like a robot. If you see any of the interviews and stuff, teleprompters, her policy is to basically tax the rich really hard to make the middle class better. That doesn't work. We know that doesn't work in society. But apparently by taxing her policies is basically we'll tax the upper class to bring down the grocery prices. Yeah, that doesn't work. It really does not work. Doesn't work. If she had better policy, she'd put up a good fight against him and she could probably win it. But she just has no policies. The border's a mess. And I think, you know, if you look across Europe, Austria, Netherlands, France, England, they want out of Europe. They don't want this immigration issues that the European Union are given to every country. Even Ireland now are really against immigration. Every country is going against immigration. They want to look after themselves first, and that's the trend. And I think if you sit on that side of that fence at the moment, you just don't have a chance. Doesn't matter how good your policies are. I think people are just, that's it. Yeah, I mean, but look, if it was me, if I was a politician now and I said I want to reduce the grocery costs, well, how am I going to do that? Well, there's a few ways you can do that. You can offset it with improving the minimum wage. obviously there'll have to be some sort of tax cuts or credits somewhere. Maybe you could raise, well, the national insurance in England is going up for simple starters. By raising that, you can cut the inflation. I think things like tobacco and stuff should be taxed the hardest. I believe in that. I mean, I'm not a smoker, so maybe I'm biased, but I think that's a good way to. And even like fuel prices. Now, the other thing I would do is probably cap the energy companies like they did during COVID, because, not being funny, the energy guy here, he made 300 million euros last year while we're all suffering. Nah. I think, you know, even if we just reduced it a little bit to make people seem like it's happy. I'm not saying you cut it so cheap that nobody's making money or anything, because you can't do that. It's just not the real world, is it? But I think there's so many policies out there that you can do to. Yeah, I mean, it is, and they should continue doing it. I would legalize cannabis in Europe, and then I'd tax cannabis like crazy too. Because I think the tobacco trade's gone, everyone's going into vaping. I don't think the taxes are as hard on vapes as they are on tobacco. But I would legalize cannabis and taxation it for a huge boost of income. And actually countries, states in America have actually shown that by legalizing cannabis, one, it's a safer bet of what you're buying. Well, not so much for cannabis. I mean, it's just a leaf. You can't really go wrong with that. But what they're actually doing, the taxes what they're doing, they're taxing heavy on the cannabis. And in those local areas, the extra monies are going to schools, parks. And actually, these areas are flourishing. It won't stop a black market. But I don't care about the black market. If you legalize it, more people will probably be more willing to go into a shop. At the moment, if you think about it, it's out there. Everyone's smoking it. They actually, you know, cannabis is healthier for you than tobacco, for God's sake. Everybody's smoking it pretty much. Everybody's done it. It's everywhere. You can't go anywhere without it. So look, that's a money option there. Do you think how many billions or millions even in revenue that would make just by bringing in that one thing? But anyways, besides my point, yeah, obviously you can't tax it too much, but if you still legalized it, taxed it, that's an income that you're currently not getting. That's a cash in hand black market to everybody. So think about the amount of money you could make by just having a fair tax, even if you just taxed it like you do with the food, whatever it is now in England, what, 17%? I don't even know what the tax on food is in England now. What is it? I don't even know. But, you know, I just think Kamala Harris hasn't offered anything to anybody. Even if I'm a right-winger or a left-winger, it wouldn't even matter. If I was just a person and I sat here and I listened to both of them, what are you going to do? You want what's going to put money in your pocket, what's going to bring your bills down, what's going to bring your energy prices down. That's the only thing that people care about. And for some reason right now, immigration is a very hot topic for a lot of countries. Like I said, I mean, look at Australia, Austria, you know, New Zealand, all pro against, you know, immigration so much. You know, immigration has to happen, but it has to be done correctly. Pungent smells in the neighbourhood. But Keith, I walk down the road now and I smell it. I go into Galway streets and towns near the colleges. You walk near any of them places, you smell it everywhere. And what's the difference to actual smoking? And then actually put on top of what you just said, the people that vape, those smells in those vapes, these sweet candy things that everybody is smoking. I mean, it's not even like real tobacco anymore. It's watermelon and cherries and strawberries and friggin' lime and you smell that everywhere. I find that disgusting. I hate sweet stuff though. So, you know, what's the difference? What is the difference? And even if you legalize it, like most smoking places now, there are certain areas where you have, you know, you could put a ban on, you know, just out on public streets or something. I don't know. Cannabis has its issues, but cannabis has also shown it has its very good uses. And most countries and states that actually have introduced it haven't actually had as much of a problem as they had in before it. I don't think there's anything as an entry-level drug, to be honest with you. They all have their own weird side effects and smells and weird health benefits and not so benefits. But look, I was just saying, for an instance, it's already out there, people are doing it. If your government needed money to reduce your bills, reduce your costs, here in Ireland, biggest problem we have, Brexit. Why? We get custom charged for everything now. So I have to pay English taxes, and then when they come to Ireland, I have to pay taxes on top of them taxes before I can get something delivered. And because Ireland is out of the European Union, as in sense of that we're not connected, we buy everything that we buy comes from the UK. So how do you fix that problem? That'd be a huge problem to fix, I think. We just kind of went down this road of cannabis, you know. It's not the be all and end all, but I'm saying it is a way if you legalized it. But then, so if we go back then to say this election, has any of them offered anything that's going to do that for you? And that's what people are going to be looking at, I think. I don't think it's a case of you like the man or hate the man. I mean, how many Tory voters voted for Starmer in the last election because they believed it was for the better, the greater good? It's not really about the person, it's about the policy to me. I couldn't care less who's leading it. That doesn't really matter, because it's just like the Prime Minister of England. He can't do anything without Parliament. Everything has to go through Parliament. It has to be voted by Parliament. Then it has to go up to the peers, the Lords. Then it has to go to the King and the Queen and all the rest of that stuff, you know. So, just like America, you got Congress. It wouldn't matter if Kamala Harris won tomorrow or Donald Trump won. Any of their policies they have still have to go through. Who's representing America at the moment? Who has Congress? Is it the Democrats or is it the Republicans? Who's in charge of the because that's the important one. It doesn't matter who's head of the state really. And now they can veto some things, but only to an extent. How long to you on morphine constantly? Ugh. I was on morphine there for maybe 3 years. It was rough. Morphine is pretty rough. Whoever has the most money. Well, there you go. That just throws it all up in the air. Again, this is all the other thing as well. These politicians, we have to trust them because we have no other choice. It doesn't matter who they are. They're all thieves. They all look after each other. They all say the same thing about you. Oh, you know, he looks after his mate, and they do. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. All of them are doing it. And unfortunately, when you have power and money, you'll always be looked after. And the rest of us will suffer. Cowpole. James, are you still snorting that stuff? Look, I think Biden was just chucked out by the party. I don't know. To be honest with you, what happens in America does not really affect us too much. One thing I would like to see, and I have a lot of Ukrainian friends and stuff, is I'd like to see the war ended. And you know what? That would bring down prices as well for us in groceries, because Ukraine is one of the biggest exporters of grain in the world. Like, their grain fields like support up pretty much all of Europe, and fuels and stuff. And that's why our fuel prices went up, and a lot of our prices went up on foods. And I think the only way that war stops is by mediation of Donald Trump. Because obviously he's in bed with Putin. He doesn't want to give any more money to Zelensky. And I generally think he would have he could stop it if he wanted to. But I don't know. There was an image I was left with last week that makes me a bit annoyed. Is that you saw the Democrats there signing missiles with their names, all smiling and laughing with Zelensky only 2 weeks ago, signing them. All happy and laughing about signing these war bombs that you're dropping on Russia. People are dying, like. The Russians don't even want to go to war. They're just being forced to war. You know, I don't think the Russian people generally believe in their own state, if I'm honest with you. And I think you see that in the fact that they couldn't overcome Ukraine. They're supposed to be, what, the second biggest military in the world, but they couldn't do it because I don't think they actually have the men behind them that actually want to do it. Not last week, though. So, like, I'm thinking now, you're looking at the election, and I'm thinking, I don't know who I want to vote for, and you see things like this, it's... come on, look at England. England is signing all their bloody warheads over there. They're all doing it. But when you're this close to an election, not a good thing. The Trump has taken nuclear options for the problems of Israel. Look, I don't want to get into the Israel discussions, because that's a whole new... That's a whole new kettle of fish, that one. Trump could have reached out to stop it without him being in the office. But this is what people won't do. Why, you know, he would think... Because you know who would get the credit? Whoever's in office. And... I'm not a huge Trump fan, if I'm honest. You know who I do like is... what's his name? The independent that's gone on the circuit with him now. RDK, is it? And he put out a video about the deep state, about how Ukraine have already kind of settled that basically, you know, America are going to rebuild Ukraine and all that money that's going into them. It all looks so dodgy. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. The secluded games, everybody's selfish. They want that praise for that. Do you think they would have gone to war if Trump was still in office 4 years ago, though? It's a good question. Do you think? I don't know. I think Poland are ready to go after Russia, if I'm honest with you. They look like they're kitted out and ready to go, don't they? I don't know. I always find it very interesting in the lead up to elections. I mean, the polls are not looking good for the Democrats anyways, that's for sure. I don't think it matters how you vote. Things are looking pretty damn poor. I think a big problem was that she just wasn't voted by the people. I think that I know they had to obviously think fast because they took out Biden and the rest of things, but I generally believe that a big hitting stumbling block for her was she wasn't voted by the electoral people who are Democratic voters. They kind of just had her forced down your throat. I think that doesn't help a lot of things. I mean, America is one of the biggest mites of the world. And she can't even she can't talk without a teleprompter. It would worry me. I don't know. Are we going to do an election stream, talk politics all night? Right, what are we going to move on to next? Monkeypox died down, didn't it? We thought England was going to get ravaged by that. That's gone quiet. Didn't hear anything about that since. Jamesy, didn't you have a bit of monkeypox there? Bush and Biden. Bush was just very popular, though. You know, people just liked him. And his family for whatever reasons. Chinese bat virus. They all lie. I don't think it's just Trump. I think they all lie. Still a threat, but they have contained it well. Yeah, it just kind of disappeared, didn't it? All politicians lie. That's how they get to the top. Like I said, you just look at the British elections. Keir Starmer promised no rise in the national insurance. He wouldn't cut the heating allowance. He wouldn't cut the pensions. And what did he do? He's done all of it. And then if we go back before him, I remember when I was actually still living in England when Brexit happened, and the night before Brexit, Cameron was on TV, and he said, he was asked one question. Tomorrow morning, if the country votes out of Europe, will you still be the Prime Minister of this country and see us through it? And he only said a few words. He said, yes, I will. Next day he resigned, the bastard. You know, I think it wouldn't have been such a mess if Cameron had stayed in. But then the parties imploded, and, you know, Brexit happened, and then COVID happened, and then, yeah, it was a disaster. Lied to us. How many Tory voters out there would have said, because they had confidence in Cameron, and they did, especially the Tory electorate, and for him to come out and say, yes, I will see us through no matter what that vote is, disappears. Come on. What do you do? We can only go on with the information that we have. They're all crooks, all of them. Right, shall we see if where we're at in this flight? Oh, holy Jesus Christ, we're not even following the flight plan, are we? Holy shit, what the hell is this? Now I know why I think people don't want to buy this airplane. What the hell is going on here? Do we want to go direct to somewhere? Am I just... I'm gonna be honest, I can't see the rest of the screen. Holy crap. I don't know if we're going the right way. This just looks like a jumbled mess. What the frig is all this? I don't even know what this is. Holy shit. Where's the charts? Charts? Give me a chart, please. Do your job. Right, I think we need to be descending. Are we going back up the way to Mol? Oh, Jesus, where the hell are we? We've not been circling... Nah. Oh my god. Where the frig am I? I don't even know what we're doing here now. So we're going into Mol. Right. Let's go into our flight plan here. I need to friggin... Oh my god. I'm not even circling through this. I don't even know what we're doing. Can you give me a heading, Scott? Jamesy, am I even going in the right direction? I don't even know. What the fuck is going on here? Did we not just want to go direct to Mole? Just heading towards the airport? Okay, we're going direct to Mole. My top of descent actually is now here. Why is it going round this way? We're probably going to die. I don't have Navigraph up because I have this map. There you go. Okay, it looks like I'm heading in a direction of the airport now. Yeah. I mean, even now it's not even following any of this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Screw it. We'll go down there and we'll just work it out. I say delete the mole from your flight plan since it's going to make you do a 180 turn. We're not following it anyways. Descending to Turks. FAC wasn't in my direct. Oh, FAC it is. The plane's not following direct anyways. Okay, it seems to be following something now. Right, let's get the charts up then, because we're going to be in a bit of poo here. We are going to Corf. Right, arrival, Turks 2. Okay, down to 2,000 feet. What is this at? 109.10. Well, at least that's correct. Right, we might be back on track. Grab parachute, call it a day. It would be easier. Problem is now I don't trust my plane. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Is the rotate MD-11 no good? No, what you mean like the X-Plane one? Oh, here we go. What are we doing? The plane's out of control. You think this plane will fly a heading? Actually, you know what? Let's aim for the airport. Screw it. No, it's not even following the heading. Here's my heading bug. We're so gonna die. I don't mind the MD-11. I think the MD-11 is quite a nice plane, actually. I think it works alright. I literally can't leave the cockpit now because even though I got 160 aimed here, this line should be here. I suppose that's with the crosswind. I think we're gonna die. Well, we'll be gearing up for a yearly Christmas flight to Santa Claus soon as well, I suppose. What's the nearest airport to me at this stage? KBWI. I mean, we could divert to Washington. Doesn't seem to be a lot of other option along the way, though. Decent weather, finally feeling it out. Every time we've done a Christmas flight, there's always been an issue. Hey Ray, good evening, how are you? At this point you might as well fly. I actually think the jar design might be better. I don't know whether to divert or not. We're still 80 nautical miles away. No, actually, we're 120. I don't know. I'm just looking at Vatsim here now, just trying to work out what my best option could be. I think we should probably keep going. The jar's bad, but it works. Well, look, I think the thing with the jar is it flies upwards, at like friggin', it's like a missile. I think that's my biggest issue with the jar. The thing is, I've got no navigation here, so I don't know when I'm going to get down by. I'm assuming I should be down about 2,000 feet by here, and I'll just hand fly her in. I don't think we're even going to go for an ILS. I think we're just going to straight shoot it. I'm going in the right direction anyways. Ah. Now we are flying on heading mode. Two 9 and 93, wasn't it? We're gonna have to hope for the best here, guys. This plane is poop. Ooh. The armrest works. Anything else working? I don't really have a favorite because I like lots of different ones for different things. What, Scott, what flight level are you at Turks? I suppose I could just look on here, can I? 210, Russell 1600. So I'm supposed to be at 1600 by here. I think we're okay. Actually, we're supposed to be all the way down at 1600 by Luffy. 110. Yeah, I still got 40 nautical miles. Probably be about right. We'll probably be a bit under. Oh, we're going to be in the poo. Well, Philadelphia's just come online. What the frick is that? Oh, LF Wade international controllers. Oh, the international waters are open. Gonna come in like a burning pile of mess, probably. Bugger. Anyways, anyone else got any other news? What have we got? Scott, are we going to play some Ready or Not? Have you got the new DLC yet? You need a key. Ready or Not's a shooting game that I'm terrible at. But we haven't played it since the last time we played it, which was a long time ago. I don't know what to stream Thursday yet. I'm not sure. I had some things I wanted to do, but... Right, let's start getting this plane further down. We played it with, oh, I can't remember his name. Long supporter of the channel. Can't think what his name was now. I suck at it. You only good at shooting games, Angel? You can have a key if you want. Alright guys, who's ready for the most crappiest landing of your lives? The only I play with you is Contractville. It's quite a hard one, to be honest. Developer sent me a load of keys, so I need to play it. Yeah, I'm kind of don't know what to do for the week now. I'm kind of like...
Norfolk traffic established on ILS 23 is a 155.
Yeah. In the brace position, ready. It's gonna be a rough one. I've got no navigation aids, so we're just gonna go for it. Now the only problem we're gonna have here is the plane's not gonna tell itself when to slow down, is it? I'm an addict. Hotel in it. Didn't expect that would be loved. What? I'm an addictive hotel in it on. Yeah. I'm glad you retracted it. I have no idea what you're saying, mate. Kebab Chef stream again, or recycling centers the new one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I wanted to do the Snow Runner as well. I wanted to do the new DLC. I've only unlocked one part of the area so far. Been on my to-do list. Okay, hopefully we're heading towards the airport. That'd be good. Oh, you're addicted to TCG. The game broke my heart. Okay, we're getting down to the 10,000 feet mark. The aircraft is way too fast, but should be okay. Oh yeah, this thing doesn't even come out very well. Look at this. Oh yeah. God, it doesn't go back in. Alright, let's be smart here. Let's slow this aircraft down. Spoilers down. Yeah, dropping like a rock. Probably going a bit too fast down now, to be honest. So we're going to be taking over this whole flight manually now. There'll be no aids to help. Norfolk traffic, Simi 7742. Few navigational issues, but we'll be coming in on ILS 23. It's not the time for clouds. So the spoilers are up. Ryanair, eat your heart out. Does anyone know what the landing speed is of a 330? I think it's about 150 something. 159 maybe? We are way too hot here, guys. $160, yeah, I thought it was about 160. Jesus Christ, my spoilers are doing nothing here. 155. Alright, we'll aim for around there. Norfolk traffic, Simi 7742 on long finals for runway 23.
Crossing runway 23, easy 155. Runway 23 is clear, easy 155.
That's good because we're coming off the autopilots. Those noises are the best noises. We're in the shit. Okay. Flap set to 1. I'm trying to slow the aircraft down as much as I can here now. Anyone see the runway? Is that it there? No, that can't be right. That's it there in front of us right now. Freaking hell. If you ever see a jet doing this, I'd be worrying if I was you lot. Okay, flap set to full. Gear down. Yeah, it was not slowing down at all. Shit strikes again. Yeah. Right, this is okay.
2,500.
Least my worries there, sir. Speed and altitude. Speed and altitude. Need to be at 1600 feet at this stage, really. Here we go. Gonna be now or never. I've got no glide slope indicators. Nova traffic, semi 7742. 3 mile final, runway 23. Alright, we're still on 2 red, 2 white. We're alright. Yeah, I've got no ILS markers, so I have to use the Pappy lights, just like real life. It's gonna be hard to keep the speed on this girl now as well, being such a heavy bird. Yeah, man. This area is nice though. No, 3 white. 2 high.
500.
There you go. Back online here.
400.
Again, I'm manually controlling the throttles. Bring her in nicely. Here we go, here we go. No crash landing today, please. Oh no, she's getting heavy. She's getting heavy.
200.
He moves a lot. Right, here we go. Sit now.
100 above. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Oh. Nasty. Nasty! Oh, bouncing!
Retard.
Oh wow, this plane is shit. 742 go round. Yeah, it just wouldn't go down, and then when it went down, it just bounced like crazy. I was trying to go around, it just wouldn't go up. I'm not going to do the full procedure. It is a crap plane, this plane. The control is just awful. Scott, I don't think we can call that one a landing.
$1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm not a big fan of this aircraft, if I'm honest.
$500. $400.
Just wants to balloon up.
300. $200. $100.
I've got no control.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. 5.
There's just no control of the aircraft.
$100.
The reverse thrust are on full, but they're not doing anything. I'm still on max reverse thrust. And now only because I'm pressing the handbrake. But look, it's brutal. See, that was perfect parking in the car park. Look at that. I was meant to do that. Oh, fuck. See? That's it. I took them to the cars. Jesus Christ. Well, let's put it this way. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. It is really bad, this aircraft. Don't plan to fly this again. Unless it gets a substantial update, which I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to. That was good, that one, eh? To be fair, I think the first landing was just as bad. It just bounces like crazy. I've never... I mean, it didn't follow the flight plan once. It was just a freaking nightmare from start to... Reverse thrust weren't doing anything. Brakes weren't doing anything. I don't know, man. I wasn't even going fast at this stage. I was only doing 140 knots. I've broken it now. Right. That being said, we will... Oh, I'm in the water now. What the hell's going on here? Look. We've landed in the water. What the friggin' hell? We got the cones out. Never fear. Sully's here. Yeah, I think we did a good job. I think we showed what the good things are about this aeroplane, and yeah, not sure what's just happened. It's like the world has just disappeared. They always say to sit at the back of the plane, you're more likely to survive. It doesn't seem to be the case this time. I think they're dead. Yeah, I mean, what can we say? I think it just sums up the flight now. Really annoyingly, because we haven't flown in about 3 weeks, and then this crap happens. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Right, well, we'll leave it here. We will be back on Thursday. Like I said, I'm not sure what yet. I'll have a discuss with Braver and stuff and see. It might be kebab chefs. It could be something else. I don't know. We'll see where we go from that. And yeah, oh, this breaks my heart. I'll see you all later.